politics of distraction. Where we see example where they clear. Did that official they change in the end? No be noise, no be fight. A compactness we need right now. Beside bring vision, steady hand, lead our way. Understand now. Now tonight that we the pray for. One to the way, safe and strong. Security tight, jobs for you. Economy where belong. Village boys, women rise. We know they sell our votes. Character pass, money politics. Now better future we promote. Now better future we promote. Ibo, Ezitu Matobodo. Good life for the nation. Yoruba Todara, Fungo Boa. Good government for all of us. Gaskiada Ikitupuru. Truth and hard work. One nation, one hope. Make we stand together. Stand up. No shaking. Better days. We dey make time. Stand up. No fear. Village boy. You chocolate. Now unite and we a build now. One step at a time. Leadership working and honest. This our time to shine. Integrity over intimidation. Service over self. Village boys movement rising. Now we be the well. Okay, rise like a show. Village boys, then we go. We go music.
We are organizing 2 million man march per state for Peter Obi in the month of March 2026.
Join us to make it happen.
Thank you very much. Thank you once more, everyone. Thank you for joining us. It is nice to have all of us here. My name is Mazi Ezoke, and I am your host this evening. Incidentally, not planned, I am also the village headmaster. So probably, I will probably be having a dual role this evening, and this program is being streamed on Njenje Media TV on YouTube. So we will be sharing the link as we progress. Those in the back room would eventually bring it up here. On behalf of the leadership of the Village Boys movement, I warmly welcome every one of you to today's general hangout on Njenje Media TV. I extend my special greetings to our executive, our state contact persons for the 2 million man march per state across Nigeria, our committed members in the diaspora, and every supporter who has joined us this evening. Today's meeting is very important. One, it is a hangout. Two, it is also quasi a meeting. We are less than 2 weeks away. Today is 14th, exactly, I would say 13 days from today, less than 2 weeks away from the 28th of March that we plan for the Million Man March for His Excellency, Mr. Peter Obi. And this hangout is designed to ensure that our mobilization efforts are coordinated, effective, impactful across every state and in the diaspora. The strength of our movement lies in its organization, discipline, and collective commitment. The Village Boys was created, as a platform for ordinary citizens who believe in a better Nigeria, one built on competence, integrity, and accountability. Our responsibility now is to translate that which we believe in into visible, peaceful, and organized participation on the streets of Nigeria on the 28th of March 2026. This hangout will therefore focus on 3 key areas. One, what are the mobilization progress that's made across the states? The coordination between the Nigeria and the diaspora. What are the logistics and the funding support for this Million Man March? We want to hear directly from the various states' contact persons about what is happening on ground, the level of awareness already created, and what additional support is needed from the national leadership and those who are in the diaspora. We will also be discussing resource mobilization, because movements succeed not only with passion, but also with practical support. Everyone should be prepared to make in and do, to contribute their own widow's minds in whatever way they can. That is to ensure that this march can properly be organized. When we talk about, donating towards this, it must not be monetary. It could be agreeing to print T-shirts, agreeing to pay for the DJs or vehicles that will be moving people, or if you have one, you can also donate. Assuming you're a driver and you do not reside in the state capital, you can decide, I'm going to donate my bus just to move people from point A to point B. Let me emphasize that this movement belongs to all of us. Every flyer shared, every phone call made, every community meeting organized, and every contribution given moves us closer to the Nigeria that we all deserve. By the end of this conversation, or rather hangout this evening, we expect to leave with clear update from each state, stronger coordination between teams, and a renewed commitment to ensure that on the 28th of March, 2026, that the Million Man March becomes one of the most organized civic mobilization in recent history. Recall that in 2022, when Nigerians of all walks of life came together to say to the PDP then, and they made a demand. Sadly, that demand was ignored. Today, we all know where PDP is. Now, to start with, let's start from national, then we'll move down to the various states. I will call on, one or two of known leaders. And as let me just make this also. We're also expecting to have some known names. There are conversations that we have had before. There are some special guests for special appearances. I wouldn't want to mention their names until they come in. But in this meeting, we will maybe have one or two individuals who are likely to join us to make our evening and our hangout an enjoyable one. While we wait for that, I would say to the national team, what is the national mobilization strategy currently guiding the Million Man March across Nigeria? Permit me to call on Ambassador Justin Kingland. If you are now in a very settled environment, can you just give us in 1 or 2 minutes a guide as to what Nigerians will be expecting, across, just give us a teaser, understanding that you are a veteran in this fight. You are one of those who are also instrumental in the 2022 and eventually the final push of a week before the election of 2023 that happened across the nation. As a veteran in this game, Ambassador Justin Kingland, if you're here, please do unmute and let's hear from you. Thank you very much. Kingland, are you there? Probably still on the way. Okay.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
So excellent evening now. Excellent morning, excellent afternoon, depends on your location. I want to thank you so much, our village headmaster, for this wonderful hangout. Though I don't have my own permit. So
you must get something. I didn't say this is Pamio. I said something white is inside here. So make up your mind.
It's okay. Let me go straight to the pod. Though I have shared some of the information already earlier. That was the previous day. But it's good I will have it conveyed over here as well. The good news is that the Inspector General of Nigeria Police have already approved the Million Man March in March for P2B that we are organizing. It has been approved, and the acknowledgement letter from the HQ has been received. And at the same time, it has been distributed to the contact persons. So they have to start maybe from Monday to dispatch it to their various respective the appropriate office where they're supposed to send it to. As soon as they take it to their office in their east states, what they expect is they will receive and confirm from the HQ Abuja that the letter has been approved. And as soon as they confirm, they will acknowledge it there in their state as well. The state will acknowledge that they have also received a copy and photocopy it, keep one with them, and give our contact person their own, which they will use should in case of any um, should in case of any unforeseen circumstances that will warrant you to provide what makes the match formal or legal, then you can present it for them to see that the match has been approved from HQ Abuja, and at the same time recognized and acknowledged by the state. It is very, very important. So um, that is the level we are now, and at the same time, we expect also for those who may like to march or with accompanied security personnel. They can if they want. For those who may march with accompanied security personnel, they can if they want. Depends if actually there is any state that is, let me use borrow the word from Trump, peculiar, but I'm not sure. So, but if it's not necessary, that very particular acknowledged letter is good enough. And it is important we do it on time, like from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Start sending yours. Take yours to get your acknowledged copy. It is very important. And please, as soon as we get, report back to the contact group page, chat room, so that we will know. We want to keep in record of the states that have done theirs, so that we will know those that have and those that have not. I don't think I have much to say. I want to encourage us. I want to thank all those that are doing everything possible. Let us make use of this. Make use of this march. It will impact a lot. I'm very, very optimistic that the march will actually positively impact our demand. And we just have one demand, and the demand will be unveiled on that very day of the march. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ambassador Justin England. Now I have Dr. Ben. Dr. Ben, if you kindly unmute before we go to the various states. I do not know if our brother A1 is here. If he's here, please, I would want to have him speak. I do not know. You can actually tell me, inbox me with which name you came in, your device name, so that I can allow you speak. So, Dr. Ben, are you there?
Yeah, thank you, the village headmaster.
So, see, Dr. Ben has joined me in the village headmaster,
yeah.
in the village
Yes.
heart of a thing. See, that's the thing.
Yes.
We are the farmers that
Yes.
feed the nation.
Thank you so much. You are doing a great work, and I thank God for Njenje Media. God bless every one of us that have decided to join this hangout, that are hanging out with us today. Yeah, I have nothing much to say. I am Dr. Ben, full name Benjamin Chukwu, and I am full-blooded obedient, the lover of a reset Nigeria that all of us are hoping to have. I can't wait to see a Nigeria that is reset. I can't wait to see His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi become the president of this country. So anything one can do, anything we can do, any sacrifice we can make to ensure that we have a Nigeria that all of us can be proud of. I want to encourage everybody. I don't know how many professionals that are here. Each time I sit back, I begin to think, I ask myself, why is it that all the professionals are not getting up to, hit the street? They know what is right and things are not going well. So this is an opportunity. The 2 million man march in March, happening 28th of March, is an opportunity for everybody. And I want to use this opportunity to beg all professionals. Are you a lawyer? Are you a doctor? Are you an engineer? Are you a teacher? Are you an IT expert? Whatever you do, this is an opportunity. This is not a time to hang your stethoscope on your neck and be bragging. One day the kidnapper will carry you into the bush and you are gone. One day the terrorists will come and occupy your home and you'll be crying like a baby. If we allow Nigeria to continue to move in this direction, time will come when even if they give you 5 million naira as salary, it cannot take you home. Your fuel will finish more than 80% of your salary. We need to rise up and forget about our self-ego and pride and hit the street and say, give us this person. Nigeria must change. Let's get it right. Most of us have traveled around the world. I say it all the time. Anywhere I get to, one of the things I look around is, why is my country not like this place? So I want to encourage every one of us that are here today. You are a great Nigerian. You are a great comrade. And I want to encourage you. On that day, let all of us encourage all your friends. I've already started making arrangements. Today, I was able to bring out over 40 students to work for this purpose, and I have told all of them to start sensitizing all the students in the school in my state. All of you, sensitize all of them. They have to come out on that day to hit the street. So do your own work. I'm sure somebody will be saying, are you in Nigeria or outside Nigeria? Sometimes somebody asks me, you are here talking and you have not come to vote. I told the person that I mobilized hundreds of people to vote, even though I was busy working somewhere else, that I mobilized hundreds. So whatever you can do from wherever you are, whether you are in US is not a limitation, whether you are in UK is not a limitation. All of us must continue to mobilize people to hit the streets on that day. It doesn't matter your career, your profession. I can tell you, I head the organization where I work in this place, but I'm sure that if I were to be in Nigeria, I will be on the streets, because it doesn't matter what you do. And I can tell you that the work I do is one of those that, feel too proud and arrogant, that feel they know everything on top of the world. How can they be among the people making noise? I'm a surgeon and I don't care what it means, because as long as Nigeria is down, all of us are down. As long as there's no pride in Nigeria, we all have no ego. So whatever you can do to deliver this country, I want to encourage every one of us, rise up and do it. And this is our opportunity. I tell people, fight until it gets to that point where somebody, no matter what they say, yes, there is something I want to address now. I hope I'm not taking too much time. A lot of people use the words of discouragement, tell you, don't you think this other person has stolen this thing? Don't you think nobody can remove Asiwaju? Don't you think this? I think this. Sometimes I feel like insulting Nigerian men. I'm sorry to say that, because I ask myself, are you really a man? One single man is suppressing all of you, 280, 300 million men, and you claim to be a man? What I would do is that if I were a woman, I would refuse to marry a Nigerian man. Why? Because I don't see the men act like men. A time when you are supposed to rise up and say, no man can intimidate me. This man in Asoro cannot intimidate me. I am a man and I will assert my right. How can he begin to suppress all of us and put all of us, our mouths are down on the floor? No, we need to rise up and change and tell ourselves, I am a man and I must defend the future of my children and my grandchildren. I must defend the women of this country who are being kidnapped, raped, and tortured, and we are all watching. This is a time for us to rise up and say, no, enough is enough. And it is starting with this match. Thank you, and God bless every one of us.
Thank you very much. At some point, I was about to say offering time, blessing time, because as you are speaking, you're beginning to drift from the speeches of a surgeon and moving to the realm of a preacher. But I say, preacher, preach on, and you preached on. So thank you very much. Is Olawale there? Olawale is Ola here? Ola is in charge of the IT. Infrastructure, you can tell us and give us idea as to what is happening in that part before we move down to the states. In the states, we will start from if your state is called and you're here, you can raise up your hand and you can give updates. Then after the states, we'll take our brothers and sisters from the diaspora and take questions, if any. So, Ola, are you there? Olatunde, are you there? You'll be made a co-host. You can actually unmute if you wish to. Olatunde, are you there? Okay. So let's start.
Hello, I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
I did not hear anything for like past 2 minutes.
What's happening? Are you in the Azar room?
No, it's my internet. The guy is just misbehaving his night.
Okay. I was thinking whether somebody was holding you somewhere, but that's by the way. So, where are we in the IT infrastructure as to the movement? The website, I can see things are still happening. Is there anything you can tell us?
Okay. So last week, the last call we had, I mentioned that we will be launching our registration and dashboard portal where you can log into the Village Boys movement, because currently the only system we have is just registration where you drop your data. You can't set password. We can't assign you a member ID. We can't give you a tag. We can't track you. We can't send you emails. So it's just basically an empty website, right? I'm sorry, it's just basically a registration website. So next week we'll be rolling out the dashboard system where you can sign up. You can also view your dashboard. So we need to be able to track our members. Like I said, have your ID. And for example, the meeting today, we should be able to send meetings like this to your email, right? You will get an email notification telling you we have a meeting scheduled for today. So features like that we'll be deploying features like that next week. They are already in the way, and I'm almost done with them.
Okay, thank you very much. Now that's Ola, the director of the IT infrastructure. Thank you very much. Then we move to states, and we will go down state by state in alphabetical order. Let's start with Abia. Is Abia contact person for Abia around? Is Prince Solomon here? Okay, is Akwibong here? Jackson? Adamawa? Anambra? Pedro? Bauchi? That's Vermi. Bauchi, are you there? Bayelsa? Bayelsa is Lucy. Lucy, are you there? If any of the states is, can you raise up your hand, please? Can you just raise your digital hand so that I don't go past you? Bayelsa, Benue, Borno, Cross River. I hope the network is not affecting so much people. Delta, Benjamin Wanji, and Cross River, Joseph Oga. Okay, Pedro, Anambra is here. Okay, Pedro, go ahead and unmute. Go ahead, Pedro, 1 or 2 minutes to give us update, please. Anambra, we can't hear you. Please, if you're not a state contact person, lower your hands, please. Anambra, can you go on? Anambra, Pedro, you have to go in and come back again because I can't hear you. You're okay. Try to unmute again. You muted. Try to unmute again. If it doesn't work, you go out and come back in. Pedro, please unmute. I do not know who owns TechnoCel. I don't know. Is that Bayelsa or who is that? TechnoCos. I asked us to rename our devices to our name so that it's easier. I think, Pedro, go out and come back. Okay, so Borno State, Gertrude Lewis, are you there? Borno State. Okay, Edo, I think Barrister Victor, are you there? And Frank Aguebo.
Hello?
Yes, who is speaking now?
This is Barrister Victor Gwobadia, EWM.
Okay, go ahead. That's Edo, right?
That's my name. I'm a legal practitioner, practice law within the Nigerian territory and within the European Union. I am one of the contact person for the Village Boys movement. I became...
Sorry, are you able to turn on your camera?
No.
Okay, go ahead then.
I start recently with the movement. Before then, we have been organizing Village Boys in Edo State because you know that Edo State is the headquarters of the obedient movement. We love Peter Obi. We believe in what he wants to do in Nigeria, moving Nigeria from consumption to production. That is what moves so many of us who are professionals to jump into the boat. That is what moved me to aspire to run for governorship election in Edo State in 2024. I was one of the aspirants because we're inspired by a man with a vision, with clean record, a man with capacity, a man with qualification, a man that knows what he wants. And we have looked through Nigeria among those aspiring. He is one of the single out who have not joined to bring Nigeria to its knee. We wanted development. So the Edo Village Boys and Girls movement has been meeting every day. We believe that we have the capacity to repeat the 2022 March for Peter Obi. And so we have been meeting. We met today to finalize which area we will be moving from, what our budget and logistic is going to look like. The time is very short, but we believe we can repeat what happened in 2022 if the logistic and finance is available. We are not going to disappoint the Village Boys movement if we have all the resources, logistic that is needed. And most important for us in Edo State is security. We all know that the Edo State governor has been recently said he doesn't even want to see a poster around that is not Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He doesn't want to see people that has a different view. And that's why we emphasize that the security. I particularly am very happy when someone has already said we had permission from the IG. And so if we can get that security, if we can get logistics, and if we can get all this necessary availability, we move Edo and we will not be the last. Edo has never been the last in a thing like this. That is briefly what I want to say at the moment. We want you to count on us if we can get the logistic that we need to do the job. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Victor. So if people in the diaspora are listening to you now, what do you expect them to do? Victor, the question is for you. If the people in the diaspora are listening to you now, what do you expect them to do? Please go ahead. Victor, mute. I can see that you've muted.
The only thing we would need the diaspora to support the Edo Village Boys is logistic. Give us all you can. If you can donate vehicle for us to be used on that day, because we have 18 local government. We intend to bring people in from the 18 local government. If it is band DJ you can sponsor, we would be very, very grateful. We need basically logistic. Okay. And if you can, we will be very grateful.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Victor. Let's go back to Anambra again, see if Anambra is ready. Pedro. Pedro, for some reason, you've been moving around. You know, can you please unmute and talk? Pedro, can you please unmute and talk? I don't know Anambra as having too much network problems. So why are you in so much? Don't let me borrow the words of a former governor of Ekiti State. Why is your network in so much severe failings? Pedro, may you please go out and come back in, please. Go out and come back in. So we have, before now, I'd called Akwa Ibom, Dixon Abraham. Dixon, unmute and please, 2 minutes. Contact person for Akwa Ibom, Dixon, go ahead. Dixon Abraham. You are now unmuted. Go ahead, sir. Did you mute yourself again? Dixon, please unmute.
Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Dixon, go ahead.
All right. I'm Dixon Abraham, a medical practitioner in Bayelsa State. one of the contact person here in Bayelsa State. My leader, Lucy, was also online, but I think network has cut her off. We have met today with, I'll start with the meeting we had today. We have met today with different support groups of Peter Obi also in Bayelsa State. We have cut across the local government by contacting all support groups. We have sent messages to them, and they debated on most of the things about logistic, because what they were complaining to us coming down here, they promised that at least in this local government, they were so that 100 people are available in this local government. But the issue that we're discussing today is logistic, which is transportation, bringing them here and taking them back home. That's one of the issues that we really deliberate on today. I take upon myself, upon ourselves as leaders, that posters and some banners are already being put in place that are working on it for us to start distribution on Monday, sending some of them to local governments and the state capital for us to paste them everywhere at the state level. We already paid for that service right now. But the issue that we're talking about today mostly is the transportation of these people on that particular day, for their coming and their going back. We are able to move around. We are also printed our police receipt form today, which on Monday we'll be going out to go and paste our posters. We'll also go and submit it to the headquarters of the police station today. So we are making a lot of progress concerning the upcoming movement. And what we are looking into is the logistics of that particular day to move these people to and fro from every corner as they promise to come out. For us to move them to and fro is one of the challenges that we are still discussing and deliberating on. Thank you. Lucy will give more information about it.
Okay, thank you very much. So, but Lucy is not here, right?
Yes, but she was here, but it's like network cutter off, sir.
Okay. So Lucy Howell would still, but that's fine. Nice update. So those of you watching in this hangout with the Village Boys movement, you can see that one recurring decimal from all the states is the logistic to, move and bring people from various parts of the state into the meeting point of these march. Now, again, these are real Nigerians. They haven't stolen government contract, or they are not. They do not have their proximity to the power is far that all we can do, and those of you listening and those of you watching online, there is an account number there pasted also in the forum that if you wish to help any state to mobilize, please utilize that account number. If any one of us is able to put in, make any, any donation now that this meeting is ongoing, it will be announced. And unless you say otherwise, that your name will not be mentioned, but the world will know that you are supporting, especially those of you in the diaspora. Please, 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 this is a plea. And let me try once more Anambra State. If Anambra State is ready, it's been there. Pedro, once more, while we are waiting, can we take Benue? Barnabas Lohagen. Barnabas, are you there? Is Benue there? Cross River, Delta, Benjamin Wanji, Ebonyi. I thought I saw, okay, Ebonyi is here. Let me try Anambra, let's try. If not, please, Pedro, if it becomes an issue, take off your video and try with your audio. Let me stop your video. Now try with your audio. Pedro, I've asked you to go out. Okay, Ebonyi State, please go ahead. Unmute and go ahead. Ebonyi State, unmute, please. George, please unmute. Okay, you've been unmuted. Go ahead, George.
Good evening, Headmaster. Good evening, Village Boys Movement. My name is Ego George Oyebuchi. I'm the state contact person for Ebonyi State. By God's grace, Ebonyi State is doing well. We are sensitizing, we are mobilizing. We're also having previous meetings. We have had meetings more than 3 times now with all the 13 local government contact persons, and they are doing their best. Then yesterday we went to former governors for unveiling of his membership as a member of ADC, because he's the party leader in Ebonyi State for ADC. And we were opportune to meet him one-on-one. I personally met him in his office one-on-one, even asked for us. I went there because I went and introduced myself. And he was so happy to hear about Village Boys Movement. He also admitted that he's also a village boy because the meeting was in his village. So I told him and I told him everything concerning this program. He was so happy. He said it's a good idea. And the good thing about it is that he said that all the Ebonians are supporting our man, P2B, that P2B will come to Ebonyi State for Congress, but they have not fixed the date. So I now asked him for other things that we needed. He said we'll communicate. So I'm also using the opportunity to reach out to our headmaster too, so that if we can able to join me, so that we can reach him too, so that we know how he may support us generally. Then in terms of our preparation for the rally, as the other stakeholders said, state contact persons, the logistics is the only challenges we are having. Transportation through and through, this because of this scarcity of fuel is affecting everyone in Nigeria. This issue of fuel is affecting everybody and also affecting some other activities. So I hope and I plead with our brothers all over the world that if they can be able to help, a penny is something, so that this thing will be a fruitful one. And another thing is we already printed some flyers will be given to keke drivers so that they'll be pasting it on their keke in form of adverts and in form of sensitization. So a few flyers and some stickers, keke okadas, so that anywhere they're going, people will be seeing it on their keke and other things. Then we are also meeting some of the key holders in ADC, some that are contesting and some that are about to contest, some that have already put interest in contesting under ADC for their support, but they say they will get back to us. So we are hoping that by grace of God, getting back to us will be fruitful. So then other things we may need help is issue of polo. We'll try our best to do if we can provide some, if we get funds from some
Sorry, the issue of
stakeholders in
what?
the state.
Say that again. The issue of what?
T-shirt.
Okay, T-shirt. Okay.
Yes, village boy T-shirt, polo. If we can able to provide it for us, that will be acceptable too. So far so good. We are progressing. And also want to use this opportunity to thank the headmaster and the national coordinators, because they are doing a fantastic job. It's not easy to control 36 states and the FCT. It's a very fantastic job they are doing, and I pray that Almighty God will be with you and give you more courage, more strength, so that everything we are doing will be successful and fruitful in Jesus' name. Thank you all.
Amen. Thank you very much. The contact person from Ebonyi State, Ego George. Now, I don't know if we have Ekiti State here. That is Olani Olakunle. Is Olani Olakunle here? Else, Enugu, do we have Enugu? Dr. Ben, who is for Enugu here? Someone is raising their hand, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Which state is this?
Yeah, Enugu is either Kajetan.
Is he here?
Let me check. I had.
Who is that raising his hand?
Let me see who is raising hand. I can't see
Says
now.
okay. He says
No.
okay.
Yeah, can I talk?
So which state?
Enugu.
Okay, go ahead. What's the name? Sorry.
Actually, good evening, everybody. My name is Okeode. I'm not a contact person or a coordinator, but I stay in Enugu.
No.
So I don't know if I'm permitted to talk.
No, not now, please. We are only taking the state contact persons, please. Thank you. You can lower your hand, sir. So only the state contact persons, please. Only the state contact persons. Okay, so Enugu...
they are not here now.
Okay, that's fine.
One of them said that he's finding it difficult to join. His Zoom is not working. I asked him to uninstall and install again. I hope he has finished that. So
okay, when he comes, we call him that. Then we have a Gombe. That's Mohammed Bose Kumo. Is Mohammed here? Imo State, Lillian, you call her. We have Jigawa Husseini Dauda Hadaya. Kaduna Danjuma Saleh. Or I think Kaduna had to Umar Magaji. Is Umar Magaji here? Castina Illumina. Is Illumina here? Kogi, Blessing Martin, Kwara, Topelawal. Okay, Anambra is back. Let's take Anambra, see if it's going to work this time around. Anambra, go ahead, unmute.
Yeah. Good evening, the village headmaster.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, my village colleagues, and all the villagers in the house, and our leaders in their diasporas. I'm Pedro Ifanya Fodile. I'm from Onitsha, the Anambra State contact person for Village Boys Movement. In 2023, I ran for House of Assembly for Onitsha North Constituency 1 in Anambra State. I'm happy being part of this journey and this movement. So my plea is Anambra State, which we all know is the home of our leader, who is Peter Gregory Obi. So I'm really begging for you people support, both our friends, our co-villagers, those in diaspora, to be part of this journey. We started making contact in all 21 local government state, or 21 local government in the state. And we all know the challenge. Anybody that is conversant with Anambra know the challenges of the present Apuga governor. He doesn't want anything that will make P2P to move forward. So I'm obliging and begging all of us here to help us out in some pertinent things we need to do to make Anambra colorful. One is we started making progress. We've contacted those persons in different local government and ward in the state. So our challenges now is, number one is logistics. Logistics, because of we have 21 local government and some of them are in rural area. So they need logistics, buses that can pick them from there, like somebody that is coming from Omasi in Ayamelum, which is very far from Oka, somebody that is coming from Umonze in Orumba, somebody that is coming from Anambra West, that is close to Kogi State. All of us, all of them, they need to be part of this journey. So they need this logistics to be able to be at Oka on 28 and join us in what we are doing. So now, in all the 21 local governments in the state, we need logistics, buses that can take them from their respective places down to Oka. That's number one. So I'm on my knee pleading, begging on behalf of my co-villagers from Anambra State and those our friends and colleagues and members with the village headmaster to know how you can be part of this journey to help us out. Because number one thing we don't want to, because we know the challenges we might face because of the present APGA government. So we want to come out in mass. We want to really surprise anybody, any naysayer on what we are going to do for our principal. Being is from Anambra. Secondly, we started making moves for the t-shirts for all those that will be part of what we are doing. So today we've printed the samples for the t-shirts, which are going to show the village coordinators and the co-villagers in our group for them to look at it and know how we're going to go about the other printing. So now what we are really begging is the finance to finance the truck that will take us around the Noka, the MC, the DJ, the water that they're going to take. We plan about the hat, the village hat, the palm wine raffia hat, which I believe that is better that every villager that we join us that day will put on their raffia caps, which somebody have budgeted that is 1,200 naira per one. So in Anambra, we are expecting close to 1 million persons. I'm being correct. We are expecting close to 1 million persons. But the challenge that we're having is that we've not gotten one single sponsor. I'm saying it here. We've not gotten one single sponsor in this journey. One single sponsor we've not gotten. So what I'm begging, I'm obliging those our friends and those in the diaspora to help us out in this journey.
Thank you very much.
We've doing our own, and I believe that we can do better. But with your assistance, we cover everything. I want to remind us that this is a peculiar state, and it's a state of P2B. Please, I'm begging, I'm on my knees, begging our friends and colleagues in that diaspora to be part of this journey, to help us out, so that we'll not be shamed in Anambra. They are out watching, looking at how we can organize this thing. Please. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Pedro. So, Anambra, Asna Ugo Ebelugo Nambabu, una ekweka elu na nke ụnụ ọkụ agụnye ụnụ n'aka anyụa. Ma akwanụ na ndị bukwe n'isi na the other side bụkwa ndị Anambra. So we must find a way na anyị ga-ama aka ka anyị malụ na ha bụ city na anyị bụ village. And we have a special guest in our midst. I think, please, my brother, can you raise your hand because I can't seem to find you. We have MCA1 in our midst. Many of you know him, one of the foremost new generation digital savvy comedians, and one of the individuals who were behind and the originators of what we are doing. Many of you may have seen his videos. Brother MCA1, please, can we raise your hand? Can you raise your hand because I can't seem to see you now, if you're still here with us. A1, are you still there? A1 in Ozikuya? Okay, please, anytime, you know, unless the place you are is not convenient, but anytime it is convenient, please raise your hand, then we'll bring you in. You need to be recognized appropriately. Okay, for the wonderful and fantastic job you've done. Are you, okay, it's not there yet. Okay, so let's move forward quickly Kanu, I saw Usman City here. Okay, Usman City here. So let's bring in Kanu. Usman, Megidani. Okay, hold on. Sorry. The King, is that Tunde not or MCA1?
Hello, good evening.
Who is speaking? Sorry.
This is Dr. King, the Vice National Coordinator with AY. So AY is in another meeting.
Okay.
And he told me about this meeting, so I had to come on to actually hear.
Okay.
And,
Thank you very
speak.
much.
So you've been calling his name, and he kept telling me to speak. So
Okay.
I just said, let me speak. Thank you very much, my brother. My name is Dr. Emmanuel King. I'm a doctor in England, a software engineer and a lawyer. I would say AY, and one or two other people that came up with this village idea, and seeing this, it means that it has taken shape, really. The movement is there. And luckily, too, when I saw the video, your picture, I have seen you before as Njenje, not as village headmaster, Njenje Media. So
I
when
wear
they
many
say
hats
village
now.
headmaster, I has to ask AY. I and AY is the headmaster. So what is Njenje doing? He said, no, it's all of us. That you told him as well. So I was happy to hear that truly the recognition is there. You know, o nwere ihe a na-ekwu n'Igbo that onye na-anọghị nga ahụ elie mmadụ vọwa ya, o nwere ike shi n'ala. Because I certainly know for you to be able to do this meeting, you also on your own way putting in a lot, pushing for the actualization of a better society. Thank you very much for what you are doing. We also doing our own. We in our group, we have more than 1,000, one or two members of the state national, even though we are all in England, are in this group, are in this meeting now, listening. So, but thank you for what you are doing. AY sends his regard. Now I have seen who is championing from this angle, because I was saying something in our last national meeting that a movement is not just one person. If it's genuinely a movement, if you are saying you must be the figurehead, you will only add more problem that you can't even carry. So it's just a wind, and water has no enemy, has no direction. It flows as it goes. So I'm so happy you guys are doing this. The one or two things I'll add quickly as an advice. It's national coordinators. What we were doing, we're looking for those who are viable from the state coordinator level. Because why did we say viable when we're having that meeting? Viable is those ndege bidogodi. If you have to start from somewhere so you can get support, especially from those in diaspora. We've been supporting several times. However, if you give it to somebody who is not doing anything, but if he says, oh, I have been able to convince and converse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, they are donating. Okay, this is what is now left. We are happy. But it feels a bit discouraging where you say you haven't gotten anything at all. That means even as a state coordinator or a state contact, you haven't been doing groundwork. I'm not saying you are not, but it's a wake-up call. I want to hear that I have gotten 100,000. I need more 100,000. I will give 100,000. That is me. But if you are not doing anything, then you are not really doing what I expect you to do, even to accept to be the state coordinator, because you are the face of the movement there. So you should be able to walk up to people and tell them this is what is happening, support us, and then those in diaspora to support. So please, let's do some more work on that angle. And the diasporas are here. We are hearing the call start, and we are behind you, which almost everybody I know are always up and doing. But please, we really need to do more. rather than do more of complaining or nothing. T-shirts, we have done a couple of T-shirts. I'll still contact the contact guy since I've seen Njenje's face. I'll contact it and then see how some T-shirts will come alongside. So you guys can have it. If you are renting buses, if you make some list of the things you want, all of us are from the Southeast. I can make one or two contacts. They will send some cars to support or buses. Sometimes it's not the money. It could be bringing the vehicle, fueling it. The vehicle will do the job and go back. All those things are support. So I said, let me encourage you guys and send AY's regard as well to all of you for recognizing us and then doing what you are doing. Thank you very much, brother.
Thank you very much, Dr. King. You see, they say public speaking is an art. I think on behalf of the Anambra contact person, I would say you can pardon that Okwara Amachi onye ọbụla, right? And not that Anambra has not done entirely anything. Kingland here had also made some contact within Anambra, but you know, people would always be reluctant at the beginning until the soup is cooked. It takes a lot. You know, my mind is not shaking on Anambra, but nothing, you know, no one can say, oh, we still need to up the game, not only in Anambra, almost in all the states. So again, if whenever A1 comes off the call and off their meeting, if this meeting is on, I still request that he, you know, takes time to, because he has been one of those individuals that has really, you know, promoted these, you know, counter narrative to what those who have commingled our resources and in what, in one way or the other, are doing. Now, I can see from the comment section, thank you once more, and thank you, you and AI and A1 and the team and your team, right? So I can see from the comment section that Imo State is here. That is Lillian Ikoha. Lillian, could you please unmute and just give us brief updates, okay? The Book of Lamentation has been wiped out, so go ahead and give us your updates.
All right, thank you. Yes, yes, thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you, Mazi. Good evening, House. First, my name is Lillian Slikukoha. I'll take a moment to first apologize that this is our very first meeting on here, but that's not to say that we've not been reading up on the platform. It was just not.
Sorry, Madam Sleek, unmute, please. I think what happened? Okay, go ahead.
All right, I don't know where I stopped, and let me just take it back a notch. I was saying I'd like to first of all apologize that this is our very first meeting, our first time to join the meeting as a contact person. But then again, that's not because we've not been following on what's been going on. We've been reading quite a lot on the platform, and of course, actively doing what is meant to be done. That said, so Imo State, we've had 2 meetings online. And what we've tried to do is, because of the time, the limited time that we have, and the nature of what we're about to do, every state is not the same. Imo State is sort of, we have a governor that is not, that is very nosy when it comes to anything that has to do with obedience. He's very nosy and or whatnot. He's just not friendly to us and anything that we have to do that has to do with P2B. So we've taken that into cognizance. So we don't want a situation where we create a chaos or somebody will give us chaos that we did not create by making counter arrangements. So we decided to do more of our planning quietly, and we've done quite well with that. So to get it going, so that they don't also prepare to counter what we're doing or to throw some of these bad boys into our midst and disperse the crowd, because that's what he would normally do. Doesn't matter whether you're doing it for a good cause. It doesn't matter whether you're being very pious or very organized about it. They will do pretty much the same thing they do every time. They will try to disperse us. So that said, we did our second meeting today online. We'll be doing a physical meeting on Saturday. And that physical meeting is just for us to aggregate everything that we've done online. Number one, we decided that we will not do, oh yeah, everybody come join. We're going to be very organized about it. So we decentralized contact persons. So me being the state contact person, we'll be able to get 27 contact persons for the 27 local governments. And each of them were sent to go and get from some words that we have, some LGAs have 12 words, some 10. So we're expecting them to also, go down and get the contact persons to the words, because we want it to be actually known in the grassroots. We don't want it to just be something on the streets of Owerri. Beyond that, we want to really use it, because Imo State is one place that P2B is quite loved. There is no competition for P2B in Imo State, not even one. There's not one. So we want to leverage on that to make sure that people come out organically, because where we're having challenge, like everybody else has said, where everybody would have that challenge if we do not plan to mitigate it in one way, because no matter how much anybody is given, I don't know if anybody will be able to get the kind of money that we need to pull people out if they are not minded to come out. And the only motivation will be that there is logistics provided. So we've made arrangements to see if we can mitigate that by appealing to the consciousness of people, their love for P2B, and to let them understand what this is. So there's a little bit of grassroots campaign going on now. This is happening, and we're getting reports and feelers that people are saying, I will be there, I will be there. So, but the other thing we also try to do is, if we can make sure that every zone has a mega gathering, and then we have the central gathering where we will not require that people will be talking about logistics. In our meeting today, that's what we talked about. How do we do it? Where is a place, it has a lot of people in town. And then, so instead of talking about bringing people all the way from Okigwe, we're trying to see if we can decentralize so that those people, the 6 LGA local government chairmen of those contact persons of those places, working with their ward contact persons, can begin to see how they can bring those people to a central place in Okigwe. And then we still cover it. It's part of what we're doing. The same thing happening in 3 zones. And then, of course, the central place being Owerri zone, where anybody else who is from Okigwe, who is resident in Owerri, anybody else who is from Olu or anywhere else who is resident in Owerri can come to, and they can find their way there. So that's already us trying to get proactive to solve that problem of logistics, because it's actually a problem everywhere. That said, we're also doing that to see how we can do identity, because we don't want a situation where people will just come and join the crowd and become a problem. To mitigate the issue of I don't have t-shirt, you have t-shirt, we said, people, if you have t-shirt, even if it's something that you have that has something printed on it, we want to print stickers. When we print stickers, no matter the color of t-shirt you have, when you come out, you get a sticker, peel it, put it on top of whatever was on top of it. So we have the village boys movement sticker on top of whatever else you're wearing. After the movement, if you want to peel it off, you peel it off. So that helps us also mitigate the problem of I don't have t-shirt, I have t-shirts. So these are some of the things we talked about. And we also talked about where we are going to converge. We've looked at 3 venues we are going to confirm. We want somewhere where we'll not be infringing on anybody, but we'll gather from there and plot our movement, route it to a place that's not so long. Important thing is let it happen around as much as people can gather in plenty, even if it's in pockets, but in plenty places at the zones. And then we do the massive thing in the state. So that's as far as we have gone. And then we also have people pledging to throw in some kind of support individually, because we really don't want to, like I said, escalate it to interest that we don't know whether they will discourage us. We don't want the most people that you would expect to support you, be surprised that they are actually the city boys. So we only know ourselves as the village boys and girls. So we want to rely on ourselves to say, if we crowdfund ourselves, it might be better for us. If I have 20,000, I bring. If you have 10,000, you bring. That's what we said. So we agreed that on Saturday when we come, people made verbal pledges, but then it will be better if you bring what you have and we pull it together on Saturday. We have a record showing this is what this person brought, and we look at what we have. So thank you for the opportunity. I have a lot to say, but let me just stop here now because of the time allotted. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Madam Slick. You know, when a veteran in the game speaks, you would, by all means, be aware of that. Having worked with Madam Slick in the last presidential election, 2022, 2023, and now we are in 2026, she has never disappointed. And from her report, you can see that that is still the case. And one thing that she said, which is, I mean, no two states are the same. But again, if decentralization could work for some states, why not? If not, whatever works for each state, that's why we have in some states, or if not in most states, more than one contact persons, so that it's not the job of one person. Now, I don't know, Kanu, Usman Sidi, are you there now? Usman Sidi has been here from beginning. I think the network has thrown. Usman Sidi? Oh, he's gone. Okay. Well, if he comes back, I'll give him that opportunity. I know when he raised up his hand, but someone else was speaking. I also understand that in fasting, they were supposed to break their fast by 9. Maybe he has gone to break his fast. I don't know, but hopefully he will come back again. So Castina State Praise, Ilomona, are you there? Castina State? No. Can we take Kebbi State? Rikoto? Kogi State? Martins? Raise up your hand, please, if you're here. Kogi, Kwara? Tope Lawal? Lawal, are you here? Lagos? Stanley, are you there? Nasarawa, Pastor Paul? Audu? I think, I don't know what's happened. Some of them have dropped. Niger? Due process, Akko? Where is due process? I thought I saw due process. Mr. Akko are you there? Ogun State. Did I see Ogun, right? Or Oshun? The two states always confuses me. Ogun State. Adeni. Ondo. Ayo. Ayo Williams. Okay. Ayo is there. Please, Ayo on mute. Make it snappy.
All right. Good evening, the village headmaster. Good evening, all coordinators and leaders of the villages and all villagers in the house. It's a good thing to be here. I'm just coming in from Akure right now. I've been in Akure since yesterday regarding the 2 million man march in Ondo State. And we've been having back-to-back meetings since yesterday till this afternoon or this evening when I left Akure. By the special grace of God, I'll be going back to Akure on Monday or Tuesday for us to submit our letter to the security agencies. We also had meetings with the PG, that is the President General of Indigo community. I had a meeting with him this morning, then another meeting this evening with him again with some other group. In the morning, we discussed and he was able to call all the coordinators of Indigo in the 18 local governments in Ondo State to get prepared for this exercise and also to continue to sensitize and encourage our people to register as a member of ADC, getting prepared for the primary. So we did that in the morning. And this evening, we had a meeting with some people that we are trying to put together to finance the march. That if whatever we need in terms of finance, even if we're going to get help, we should be able to put together some good amount of money on our own. So we want to see how we can sponsor at least people from the 18 local governments, and more from the local governments that are within and in the surroundings of Akure, which is the capital city where we'll be having the event. We also have planned that we move from Furasayi roundabout down to Futa, that is Federal University of Technology Akure Junction, and then we'll come back to the party secretariat of ADC. We are also, I also met with a professor in Futa who happens to be one of the people that help us with mobilization with students. So starting from on Monday, he will be meeting with some of the students, mobilizers, who will be able to help us to mobilize some students to join us in Futa, then at the University of Education too. One of the professors there that came for the meeting also will be helping us with that. So far so good. In Ondo State, we are trying to see what we can do to get ourselves ready for this 2 million man march. Our intention is that we want to pass the message across to everybody in Ondo State that Peter Obi is still very live and alive. His movement is still very alive, and we are still very much behind him, the entire youth and women and adults in Ondo State. Given that Ondo State is an APC state, not just an APC state, more than 95% of politicians in Ondo State are in APC. In fact, if you talk about somebody who had been in a government position or office before, virtually all of them are in APC. So we have a very big task in our hand to do so much to reach out to the common man, the common people, the market women, the youth, to reach out to them again and again for them to know that Peter Obi is the way to go and ADC is where we want them to be. So we are trying to I do this and achieve. So in Ondo State, I think we are still moving on. In terms of media, we are consulting the media houses. We want to see how we are able to bring the newspaper, online news media, the television and radio stations on that day to cover what we are going to do. So these are part of our arrangement. So by the time we are meeting on Monday or Tuesday, we'll come up with our final costs of all the things we want to do. And I'm sure by the time we escalate it to the headmaster, and whatever we are able to gather, whatever is able to come from above to assist us, we will at the end of the day have a very wonderful event. And we'll be happy. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ayo. Thank you for that fantastic update. That's Ondo there. And everything boils down to our support, collectively crowdfunding this. We do not want to go to one single individual as the other parties are doing because they have access to the state resources. But any one of us who is able and capable to help is encouraged to do so. So, do we have Oshun? Oshun, that's Oshun is Joshua. Joshua, are you here? I thought I saw Oshun before. What's happening? Did he drop? Oshun, okay. Oshun, right? That is Oguntola. Tola, are you there? Okay, can you unmute, please? Can we take two minutes, please? Tola, go ahead.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, we can hear you now, Tola. Go ahead.
Good evening.
Good evening.
All protocol duly observed. I want to use this medium to appreciate the co-founder of this village movement and our village headmaster. By the grace of God, here in Osun, we have contacted all our local government contact person, and we deliberated on how this 1 million, 2 million match will be effective. So we have to contact the ADC organizing secretary to liaise with him so that we can have a smooth match. And he promised us that he's already with us because this man happened to be one of the coordinator for Peter Obi 2023. The man that is currently our ADC organizing secretary. So I look at him as someone that will be very, very sincere and honest with us. So I went straight to his office and he promised me that we don't have problem as far as that program is concerned. So we deliberated on how we can, have some advert. So we have done jingle concerning this village boys movement. We have done jingle, and that jingle will be released by the grace of God tomorrow to our headmaster. And we are hoping that the people in Osun here, especially one of the ESCO, together with me, we are hoping that by the grace of God, we are going to donate 20,000 so that we can print some stickers. So the person's name is Adedigba Moses from Ife East. In Osun, we have 31 local governments, including area office. And some local governments are very far from the state capital. So I need to, speak with the coordinator of each local government. And they have given me their transport expenses. At least we are expecting three buses from each of the local governments. So to convey people, 18 passenger to the state capital. So majority of, we want to, due to the economy meltdown and some other issues, we want to make sure that the neighboring local government that is not far away, at least give us large numbers of people so that the cost and transportation can be reduced to the nearest minimum. So we hope that the Ede South, Ede North, Oloruda, Osogbo local government, Egbedore, which are very closer to the state capital, will give us large numbers of people. So we have told them to at least give us like 10 buses from their area, and they agree to do so. So in order not to waste our time, the stickers has been done from Osun State here that we can give to the bike man, the bus transportations union. That is, we have small bus that transport people within Osogbo state capital city. So we want to give them that sticker, and the jingle as well can be played on every individual's phone. So we can send it so that it will create awareness. So the jingle can even be used in other part of the country, other states as well. So we are planning by Monday to go and meet the area commander. I've contacted one of the police head in Osun State, and he promised me that by Monday he will take us to the nearest authority so that at least we'll be able to secure safety as far as that program is concerned.
Sorry, Tola, you have the one we got from Abuja, the central one, right?
Yes, we have the letter.
Okay.
The letter you sent to us through the platform At least I've downloaded it. So, and the copy has been printed, so that we want to attach it with our own, so that we can take it to the police area command.
Okay.
That's
Thank
what.
you. Thank you very much for your updates. People, we need to hasten up. Thank you very much. I duly appreciate your report and your input. And do we have your Akim Salau? Is Salau here, Akim? Okay. Do we have Plateau, Ladi Akuns? I saw Ladi Akuns. I saw, yeah, Ladi Akuns, please. That's a Plateau. Go ahead. Please, less than 2 minutes. Ladi Akuns, please. I hope the network problem in Jos is not disturbing you.
No, sir. Good evening, sir.
Okay.
Good evening.
Go ahead.
Our village master, our national, and my co-state reps. I will here in Plateau. We started preparing for the 2 million man march by contacting. We tried to contact the people we did the 1 million march in 2022. So we have made some connections with other people that have like minds who are willing to join us for the 1 million march. And I decided yesterday to go to the Eze of the Eze or something like that. When I got there to tell him about our march, I was shocked to discover that in that big market, people have not registered for ADC. No, have registered to any. In fact, they were just doing that. They said they are not even aware of it. So that yesterday I was in that market trying to convince people, because according to them, they have registered they have worked hard in 2023 and Obi won. They did not give Obi, so they are not coming out this time around. They are not coming out. They suffered last time. This time they are not coming out. I tried, and today again I went back there to convince them. So fortunately, I finally got one. They referred somebody to me. They call him Chief. And I went to Chief. That was where we got somebody who now said, okay, we should meet the Eze and he will talk to the people. And if possible, they will give us opportunity to go there on Wednesday so that we canvass for people that will join us. So I discovered that in the registration, honestly, many people have not registered. So when we brought this idea of 2 million man march, they were saying, which one? We did that one last year, this year. Well, but we are still trying to talk things into their mind and convince them that if you try something once, there is nothing wrong in trying again. And then for the preparation, our problem, as I have had some other people mention, is logistic. When we now make a cost of how much it will cost us to move people within, because we can't bring people that are far, but within 10 local governments that are around Plateau, around Jos, we were shocked to see that when we wake up today, the prices went high again. So we cannot present it. That is why I couldn't come out with that aspect. And the issue of whether we have people that are ready to sponsor. In fact, so far, even the little going around that we have been going around, is we have been using our money. The reason is because Plateau State is APC. In fact, we had PDP APC, but this time around, because of the movement of the governor, everybody has gone to APC. So you can't see anybody that will help the village boys. So we are just doing things within our reach. And a lot of them are asking for t-shirts. So we told them that there's going to be t-shirts, there's going to be caps, and so on. And we have, people are willing to come out. I just pray that we'll be able to have enough money for the logistic in order to carry the people along. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ladi. it is quite understandable. You know, anyone who says that some areas that some people are not dampened will be lying. But again, what we are doing is not impossible. We will definitely overcome. And the dedication of all of us is not in question. And we will definitely, we will keep doing our best. So let's quickly run down and, for the rest of the presentation, we've done Plateau. River State, I do not know if Rivers, Taraba, Sokoto, Yobe, FCT, Stanley, Zamfara. If any of you, if you're there, please, as we round up, quickly raise up your hand. So I think about a couple of states remaining. You know, if you haven't given report on your own states, if you just raise your hand, then we can call you up quickly. So some of the states, if you can hear me, I understand that the network in some parts of Nigeria has really been terrible. So we have Abdulmumin Atasani. Atasani, you've been asked to unmute, please. Sani, you've been asked to unmute, please. Okay, is there any other person? Then if not, time to take 1 minute question or comment from the diaspora. And the account has been shared in the comment section. We have not seen any alert up to now. What's happening, please? Even those watching online, the account is pinned in the comment section. Sani, go ahead.
Hello, sir.
Yes, go ahead, Sani.
Can you hear me now, sir?
Yes, we can hear you. Which state, remind me?
Good evening. I'm speaking from Jigawa State.
Sani Jigawa.
From Jigawa State, Duse Jigawa State.
Yeah.
It's a privilege joining you this evening. Actually, as according to my state leader here, with ground, that I was told that there will be a 2 million march, which I was told by him, and he said I should represent him in the meeting this night. Actually, we've been talking to people, you know, in the north here, especially in the Jigawa, in the state
on
where...
behalf of Hussaini Dauda, right?
Exactly, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
So, exactly, we are a little bit finding it difficult because when we are working from APC leading states, you have to be diplomatic. And we thank God, we are winning the heart of the people this time around, not like 2023. So we have prominent people joining us. So, and by God's grace, on that day, we are coming out in mass. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So any other from diaspora? I promised us that anybody who donates towards this will be announced during the meeting, but to now, no one. So Eunice, are you there? Any comment?
Yes, sir, I am here. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, my headmaster and all my brothers and sisters in the diaspora are here. What I can say is that it looks like we're going to have a massive turnout. I have been talking with my people in northern Nigeria, and I am quite impressed by the kind of work they're doing and the level of mobilization they're doing. I mean, in the past periods when we tried to do mobilization for P2B, the North was always a problem because whereas the South can bring 2 million, 3 million people on the street, we could hardly bring 100,000 people on the streets in Upper North, all these Kebbi, Jigawa areas. But this time around, they're investing a lot of time, energy, and resources to make sure that they come out. And strangely, I have not been seeing the usual 50 million, 25 million, 75 million naira requirement for mobilization. This time around, I'm seeing things like 200K, 600K. I'm like, wow. So I'm quite impressed. And I thank you all for the efforts. And yes, I believe that we're going to do something absolutely mega on the 28th of March. And I hope that this week, a lot of us will have the confidence to provide the resources, provide the support. Like our colleague was saying the last time, Dr. King, that it's not just the money, the resources, the buses, the cars, the T-shirts, the village hats, and all those things can be provided by some of the guys who want to support us. So let us, as contact persons, reach out to people locally who produce these things or who have supported us in the past, and let them, make commitments or actually go out and order some of these things for us, because it doesn't have to be money. It can be physical resources that they give to us in order to help us to make sure that this is a mega event. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Eunice there. Thank you for your wonderful comment and dedication to service as usual. Quite impressed. You've been speaking to a lot of people. I understand also from the report you had within the council earlier, some individuals who had earlier promised that from next week they would have to do their support. And for those of you online, see, there's one thing I've noticed within Nigerians. We always want, we want things to happen, but somewhat at the back of our mind, we detach ourselves from making it happen. We think it's going to happen. Just like Ladi talked about in the people in Plateau. We have our brothers who are in the market. They want P2B to win, but they don't want to register in the ADC. So if it comes to a point that it's a direct primaries and you want your brother to win, or you want P2B to win, but you do not want to register and you don't want to get, lift a finger. So how is that going to happen? Yes, we want this 2 million march per state to happen, right? We want to shut down Nigeria. This is not a protest, but a march to say on that day, the demand that is very clear and the single demand will be unveiled. How are we going to make that happen? It is by us, not the ones we see with buses, donating money, going to parties at night. They can afford to sometimes show you Abba Burger in the words of Odumeje, not Abba Bola. But they can show you the Abba Burger when they enter their private jets. But here we are, with our widow's might, we can actually, run them out of town. We saw what happened in Owerri today. They all, including President's son, they all went to Owerri. They were doing their thing. But when the time came, you saw that the real village boys, the owners of the resources, went into the field and collected what belongs to them. So, that's it. But, when, how do I put this? It's not going to be easy because they are trying to control the narrative with the resources. But I tell you, that's why I would want my brother A1 to speak here. He's one of those people, within 24 hours, we were able to shut down the narrative that they were pushing. And that, him, A1, Tunde Note, and a couple of others, within 24 hours, we collectively shut down that narrative with zero cost, where they have spent billions. That's the difference. They spent billions, and if not, to do something and come to the other side, we shut it down with zero. You can't beat that. So having said that, people, the time to put your mind into this is now. We have an account number on here, please. If you want, I can call it out for you guys, but time is now. This is our last lap before we call it a day. Please, please, please. We need the funds coming in. It doesn't matter what it is. Is it for DJ? If you want to give a particular state in the description, you can also tie it to that state. You can put in that Nasarawa, you put it in. If it's Imo State, you can put it in. So please, people, the time to raise that fund is now, not tomorrow. We only have 13 days. In fact, actually 12 days, because today is almost gone. So by tomorrow, it's only 12 days, right? So it's 14 days from today minus 1. And when we get in on Sunday, it's 12 days. 12 days to make this happen. We can do it. We have done it before. It is not an impossible task, but I know and I trust Nigerians that we can do it. We can do it. So let's get it happening, boys, girls, women, and, mama, uncles, aunties, everybody, right? I think CA want to maybe open the floor. CA, I believe, from United Kingdom. So go ahead. CA, go ahead.
Hello. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
Star.
you want to open the floor for us?
Good evening.
Yeah.
My name is Star. I'm calling from London.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, my name is Star. I'm calling from London. I must just not wasting your time, just 1 minute. I want to appreciate some persons. I must express that I'm impressed from the hearing from the coordinators. I want to expressly reach out to Mr. Sani from Jigawa State. Jigawa State is a place where I served. I want to express to him that I remember Duse and Guaram and all that. And to Alhaji Sani Lamido, he's a nice man. So Nigeria, I'm so impressed with all that I'm hearing. We are here in diaspora, like I said, we'll be supporting. But I want to make a particular suggestion. If we, the UK, can have a platform, it's not like, it's just in the spirit of delegation, it might be much easier. We'll garner our resources together and pulling that, we can still be giving to that. It's just a suggestion. There are people from America, things like that.
Sorry.
I don't know if, I think somebody suggested that.
Sorry, are you not in the diaspora forum?
What I'm saying is that somebody suggested some time ago we can have you. I am.
Yes,
What I'm suggesting, I
the,
have actually thought about it.
Yes, the idea, let me explain something here. The idea is that all the diaspora, for now, will be in one forum on the gross. I think they're about 200 and something now, until after the March. So honestly, I can tell you with the groups we have for these village boys alone is over 50. Sometimes I wake up in the morning.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Okay. I do not know what has happened there, but that's quite unusual. You might have to change location just to get it there. And I see people requesting for the diaspora link. That will be, Eunice, are you able to share the diaspora? Okay, excellent, thank you. So
I'll share it right away on the comment section.
Yes, please, thank you. So those of you who are wanting to join the diaspora link. So I was expecting my sister to, who served in Jigawa, to support something specifically for Jigawa. I think her network has just booted her out. Hopefully she's going to come back and we take it from there. Any further question, clarification from anyone or anyone unmuting to say what he or she is supporting us with? I can see Honorable Sydney Ononubu is raising his hand, but trying to hide. He's doing like this. He's not too sure. So, Honorable, do you want to say something? And do you want to open the floor for us? Thank you. Honorable, you can unmute. You can unmute now. What's happening? Let's try once more. Okay. I don't know what's happening to those of you who appears to be in the UK. I mean, it's, you know, I don't know whether they've started using MTN in the UK, but I don't know. You know, it's quite funny. Is it my network? Can everybody hear me clear? Thank you, Eunice, for sharing that. Can everybody hear me loud and clear? Okay.
Yeah, you're very audible.
Yes,
You're very
so
audible.
I just want to confirm it's not me because, you know, it's quite strange. Okay, thank you very much. Karim, is there anything you want to tell us again? I know you've told us something before, I believe. Okay, anyone, you can raise your hand. You'll be called upon, please. Chukwudi Ojiako, I believe you join us from, okay, who is raising hand? Kainde, go ahead. 1 minute. Kainde, go ahead. Tola, Kainde, go ahead. Okay, you're back again. Okay, from Enugu, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Good evening, village headmaster. My name is Okay Ude. I'm calling from Enugu. Yeah, what I want to say, though some persons have talked about some of the things I wanted to say, the email coordinator did well. Now, my contribution here is this. In Enugu, for instance, as you can see, the coordinator is not around. I don't know the extent they've gone in sanitizing the people. One for the village boys association, and then that of the 2 million man march.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me stop you here. Are you currently in Enugu?
Am I what?
Are you in Enugu?
I'm in Enugu, yeah.
Okay. So because the contact person, and I'm aware two things happened parallel. Dr. Ben here had sponsored, really heavy amount of money put in for the registration in Enugu that happened today. The person who sponsored it is here, Dr. Ben, he spoke earlier. And also, there are other engagements that are happening. Hence, we would have loved to hear from the contact person in Enugu, right? So why I intervened is they said he who does not know where the dead body is buried when he wants to exhume, he probably go through the leg so that we do not, kind of knock down what efforts that has been made. I hope you understand what I mean by that. Okay. So hopefully in the subsequent meetings, I do not know why some of them are not there, but I also received messages. Some said they cannot join. I do not know why, but sometimes I keep telling people for these Zoom meetings, it's always better to make sure you look for update your Zoom. And because Zoom has also gone to workplace, sometimes those that had the old Zoom are not able to join, okay? So
now, is it possible to have all the states so that people can as well join in their various states and then work from there?
Yes, of course. There is a single message that has all the states, joining there. So I mean,
Enugu is not there. Enugu is not there. Abia is not there. These are the places that I'm interested in.
Okay, so Dr. Ben, hold on, Dr. Ben, if you're able to look back in that list, check. There were some states that were reset when the scammers or these crypto guys tried to invade the forum. So if the Enugu and Abia that he said is not there, please can we quickly, while you're in this meeting, bring that back in here so that they can join. But again, We would also share that in the main forum. So if those states are not there, they will be added quickly as possible. Okay. Thank you.
Because we equally will give our own support. We are ready to give our own support.
Okay, yeah. See, you're postponing the thing. I thought what you wanted to do now that you have pointed everything out, you are now going to tell us. Can you check the account number? I've just got my phone. See my phone here.
I said we equally give our own support when we join the states.
I thought we will do that centrally now.
No, we won't do that now. Don't worry, we'll do that.
Thank you.
But not now.
Well
done, sir.
All right. Can I just help you a little, Mazi?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. I like your voice. I like the zeal. I like the passion. And I appreciate the fact that you're prepared to work from home. Mazi is laughing. I understand that we actually love people to actually show leadership, centrally. However, with your passion and your willingness to work from your state, that is a good thing. Now, I want to respond to some of the things that people said when they were, making comments, especially the contact persons from the states. Yeah, it is good that we all expect support from center. It's good, and you are going to get it by God's grace. But I do not expect those states that I'm already seeing 100 people, 200, 500, 600, 700 persons. Yes, I am. Those people should not be expecting. So I want to tell Pedro, he should not be expecting support from center. He should rather be planning to support other smaller states. What he will just go back and do is to have a meeting and let them begin to contribute. Even if it is 1,000, every single person on that platform should contribute something. When you contribute and you get more than 500 million, you can tell us, send 80% to the center so we can use it to support other states that may not be like Anambra. The same thing I said to Enugu, the same thing I said to some other states that are really bustling. So please let us prepare for that. Then finally, I want to tell our people in the diaspora, get it right. Things are too hard in Nigeria. Let's not be, showing or acting as though we are suffering exactly the same thing. What is going on in Nigeria, is that we're all experiencing it. I tell people that if we all keep quiet and Nigeria sinks, we are all going to be blamed. Nobody will single Tinubu out alone and blame him. They will say, so what did you do as a man in Nigeria when you noticed that he was trying to bury the country? Why didn't you stop him? So all this, our keeping quiet, looking for who else will come and save Nigeria. As I'm talking to you now, people are still sitting back in this night, registering people into ADC. These are not politicians. These are not people who want to contest the election. They are doing this in different places, in different localities, in different markets. And I want to encourage every other state. If you want to register 2-3 million people within 2-3 days, if the portal is okay, just locate that biggest market in your place, take 20, 30, 40 students, teach them how to use this NIN and register people. If you enter the main market, for example, before you come out in the evening, you must have registered more than 1 million people or 200,000 people. So why are we delaying? That is just on one side. Then coming to those in the diaspora, you are not actually taking part in this. Why don't you pay for those activities you're not taking on ground with your money? So why are we hesitating? This is a time to give. Within this week, some of us are spent going to 1 million, more than 1 million, some have spent 2 million, some have spent 3 million in trying to push this activity, in trying to change Nigeria. Let's not just keep quiet and be expecting there is somebody else that's going to do it. Let us know it is our responsibility. Let's not stop waiting. Please, I'm saying this because if Mazi has not said what he has said here, you wouldn't know. If I have not said what I'm saying here, you wouldn't know what many of us that are here at the National are doing on a daily basis for this same purpose. So when we call you, we are calling you to come and help us carry a burden we've been carrying. So I want to encourage every one of us, please, this is time to give. Our states are waiting. Some are going to spend more than 5 million. Some are going to spend 10. Some are even going to spend maybe 20, depending on what they have to do and how many buses they have to rent and bring people. After sitting here and watching, is that how we are going to push Bala Blue out of that place? This is not how to do it. We must stay awake. We must work. We must deny ourselves our resources. We must sacrifice our resources to do it. And nobody is saying bring money and pay into our pocket now. Just tell us, okay, I'm going to pay this amount of money. We'll take your name and take your number, and we are going to use it to, I want to rent 15, 10, 2, 3, 1 bus to bring people from local government to the state capital in this. This is what it's going to cost. I will pay this. I'm going to print 200 t-shirts, 1,000 t-shirts for people that are going to match it. I'm going to buy 500 caps at the cost of 3 or 4 or 5,000 naira. This is what it's going to cost. This is what we expect. None of us here is interested in collecting the cash. We just want these activities, these things to be funded. Please, let's do something. Nigerians are better than what we are seeing, sitting down and watching. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ben, for that passionate appeal. For those of you who are demanding for the account, those watching on YouTube, the account is there in the comment section. Please, I can see Sochi TV, so channel 1. The account is there. And Carl Obinta, please, you want to talk? Can we keep it to 1 minute, please? I am itching to mention someone who has paid during this, hangout this evening. I am itching to, and I want someone to please help me say that word. I need somebody I can clap for, even dance for. Thank you. Obinta, can you unmute? You raised your hand. Account number is also shared. Ladi Akuns, if Obinta is not ready. Ladi, go ahead. Honorable Sydney.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak. I want to say something here to Dr. Ben. Our states have different peculiarities. Like we here in the north, where people are being given, like Atuku now that is buying everybody here. Then when you call people and you ask them again to start donating money, you won't see the people. That is why those of us that have given ourselves into this job, we are overworking ourselves. Because when you call, they say, money, why should I go and give you money when you are supposed to give me money? So some of our states, because they give them free car, they give them free this, free that, free this. If you call them in to just contribute 500, they will go away. So it's not every state that you'll be able to call people. If you really want to see people, don't ask them to pay money. And Plateau is another very poor civil service people. So I want to say here that you people should consider states that do not have such opportunity. We don't have the big business people. We don't have the big workers. They are already government APC. They cannot give us shishi. So, and if I'm bringing people
Ladi,
and then we tell, okay. Yes,
Ladi,
sir.
thank you very much.
Yes.
I've heard you loud and clear. And one of the things that Ben said, which resonates with what the leadership is saying, is we are aware that there are some states that will not be making much financial contribution. Hence the you know, what he said with Anambra. There are some states you know, that could finance others. Yes, there are some states that, assuming they get certain amount of money, and we see that there are other states that have not, then that money should be, you know, some funds should be able, you know, we should be able to reallocate funds to some states that are willing to come out, but does not have the resources and all the logistics that it will take. Definitely, I appreciate it. I appreciate your effort. I appreciate your time in a hostile environment, in an environment that has just gone 360 to APC. And actually, I would say almost all the states, even the states that are not fully APC, are one-leg APC. You know, there are some states that are APC and the other one are NAPC. I don't want to call them, but you know that they are appendages, you know. We actually have 36 states. Only one state, 33 is fully APC. Only one state that is, because of some quarrel, is standing alone. The other two have gone. You put their party, then you can do APC. I don't want to do that. Use your tongue to count your teeth. We have Reverend Lucy Idibo Howell. Reverend, are you going to break the jinx? What men cannot do, can women do it for us, please?
Hello, sir. My greetings to the house. Acknowledge your protocols. I want to just add my voice to all that has been said. I am from Bayelsa. And we have done our part and we are still doing. What we have done is provision of posters and going through some strategic places to place them, which we have done, and my second has given that report. You have responded to what I want to say through this last speaker, but yeah, because I raised my hand, I should say something. I will say that just as you've mentioned, if you want to place assistance based on who is from that environment, because it has been mentioned, donate for your state. If we do it that way, some of these states will not, we end with their strength, because for the start and the people that have come together, what we have put in, we have done something. But I don't think it will be, it will continue in that manner. So we in the state too, for what we have added and what we continue to add, we still expect that help should come from the national as well. Because for now, we have never seen who is to assist the Bayelsa project. It's only the team that is working that raised what we have raised to do what we have done by giving a sensitization to the LGAs. We have sent some of our stickers to the LGAs and some strategic places in the city. So I'm just lending my voice to what my sister said about. Thank you. We are on the course and we know that we are going to succeed.
Thank you very much. And, you know, because appendage of Reverend is in your name, I will say, have faith. Maybe before we finish this evening, someone will say, Bayelsa have done XYZ for me. Bayelsa has blessed me, and I'm going to do XYZ to ensure that I support this state specifically. And when I look at the faces of some of us, and even spiritually, in the faces of those watching online, because I can see spiritually, you know, it's a spiritual thing. When I say that, don't doubt me. If you doubt me now, begin to call names, because some of you are looking at me. Honorable Sydney, I mean, I can read hearts, I can see faces. Honorable, I don't know why your face is very attractive to me. Can you please unmute? Honorable, please unmute now.
Okay.
Okay,
Can you
fine.
hear me?
Your face is attractive to me. Maybe, and we have the same shape of beard. The only difference is that yours is white. And because white
Yes.
is gold.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
I'm Honorable Sydney Ononobu from Abia State. And I live in diaspora, Germany, to be precise. So I've been listening.
Watema.
Ich warte.
Watema.
Ich warte auf dich.
Ja, du lebst in Deutschland und ich bin hier
Ja.
die ganze Zeit, bequatsche mich. Und du, mein Gott. Jetzt
And that was his passion. Er muss es Geld geben.
Exactly.
Oh my God. Wo bist du?
Nein,
Ich bin in Nigeria gerade. Ich bin
Oh
in
my Güte. Ich bin in Mannheim auch.
Aha, du
Das
bist
ist sehr gut. Sehr gut.
Überall auf der Welt. Das heißt, du musst uns Geld geben. Punkt.
Auf jeden Fall.
Auf jeden Fall. Punkt.
Wir machen mal so, ja?
Okay.
Ja.
Give me the link. That's für uns hier in Ausland. That's the in diaspora. The link in diaspora. But I'm doing a lot of job in Nigeria also, because I'm a great mobilizer also. Before I left, I just left about 2 years ago. But I live here for a long time now, since 1996. So I went back to Africa stayed like 10 years, 15 years before coming back. So I was in Africa in 2022, the last election. I know my impact also. So I am promising by tomorrow, I'll liaise with the people at home. Let me see what the bosses are going for and see what I can do, so that I can see what we can do to mobilize those that are coming out from different villages and the LG. But the most important message we should go home with right now, nobody's coming to see where you are coming from. Whether you are coming from Uzakole, or you are coming from Bende, or you are coming from, let's say, Aba, or Aba North, Aba South, or Ugunabo, nobody knows about that. If we can mobilize people from Umuahia, the state capital, enough crowd from Umuahia, and save the cost, and continue mobilizing with the state, the ward and the local government coordinators from every other part. Let that one be there. Let us concentrate in where we can be able, because there is no longer time. If we continue to count on people to send money, to bring money for mobilization from far and near, that day the crowd is not going to speak. We are from this local government or the other local government. I'm a great mobilizer. I have an NGO that is pure on ground in Abia State, not in the 17 local government. So I know what mobilizing is all about, and I know what it takes. Another thing is the village head. I know you are a grounded man. I've been listening to you, but you look inwards before you ask someone to be your coordinator. Make sure the person is handy. There is this thing that comes with leadership. Leadership is not just with ordinary mouth. If I'm the coordinator now, I won't bug anybody to raise money for me. I will cater almost all the expenses. And if I can't, I will do it locally, mobilize. Pulling crowd is not much. If you have like 10 wards in Umuahia as a state capital, and you have the nearby state, local government nearby, you have 10 wards in them. You can pull 100 from every ward if you are a great mobilizer. Just go deep. Use the town hall, the town union, use the market women, use the churches, and pull your crowd. So we don't need to stretch ourselves so much in trying to bring out that person from far distance for just a day. Remember, if you are bringing them out, you are thinking about something they will eat. You need water, at least. And when they are going back, they need to go back and meet someone at home too. So we should look inwards on how, because we don't have much time any longer, how to do it within our limits. Thanks.
Thank you very much. So Sydney, do us a favor and click on the link there. You come into the diaspora group. Then if you want to piggyback to Abia State, we can also make that happen. Then thank you for the commit.
Okay. Okay.
I've taken note. Abia State bosses, you're going to help us in that area. So
yes,
now,
I will.
And other, once we're in there. But one thing we have to know, let me correct something here, please. What we have in the states are contact persons. Some states have 2, some have 3, some even have more. Now, these are people coming together too. And when we hear coordinators, in this movement, there is nothing like coordinator. What we have is the headmaster, and after the match, based on capacities shown in states by individuals, we'll now look at having a collegiate of state heads, right? And eventually state town criers, that is the structure. So for now, it is only those who have provided themselves to help that we're using. So we have millions of people, but if someone has not said, okay, I'm here to help, there is nothing, absolute nothing you can do, okay? But we have quite a number of people that have, I appreciate deeply, I tell them every day, I deeply appreciate what they do, the zeal, because for someone to wake up in a day, like one of our brother who told us that he's gone to Akure, or our sister who has gone to meet the Igbo community and met the Igbo there. And Ladi, I will take it from you. I think if you need the SND Igbo Mangu and even the Igbo community in Jos, I think we'll chat by tomorrow. I can probably put a 3-way call that we can speak to some of them. And that's also a mobilization channel, and whatever there are some areas we may need the Fulani community, the Hausa community, but even if it means I don't know if there is anything like the mosque community or whatever, it can be Christian community, but however and wherever we find cluster of individuals, we should be able to use them who believe in what we are doing, right? Because this is the real village boys and girls movement. Chika, Sabina, Ijamaka, once more, Honorable Stanley, I say thank you very much for being part of us, and thank you for joining the movement as well. Because I saw that you came in, you've been listening now, you're convinced. So we have preached the gospel to you. You are now becoming. We will baptize you when you come in. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. So, Chika, Chika, go ahead. So we are rounding up now, guys. It's been a great time. Chika, please, before we call it a day. Chika, are you there? It's quite unfortunate, all of you that have requested for the account number, both online, I have not seen anything come in. Come on, alert the hungry me. Chika, Sabina, please.
I'm speaking. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, house.
Okay, we can hear you now.
Okay. I joined the Zoom meeting from Ebonyi State. So I don't know the head of Ebonyi State, if he's any Ebonyans is present in this meeting of tonight. Because I was added in the platform. I don't know who added me, but I know it's a friend that added me. So seeing myself, that I was very, very happy. And immediately I saw the invitation of this meeting, I said I will attend. That is why I am here, hearing
which of the
you people added.
Where you platforms?
It's Ebonyi State. Ebonyi State platform. I am only in Ebonyi State platform.
Okay, so that's fine.
Okay,
Then,
so that's fine. Then,
if you go to a Ebonyi State platform,
if you go to Ebonyi State platform
and ask for the
and
code,
ask for
the
the code,
contact person,
the
he will
contact
indicate
person,
himself.
he will
We have
indicate
Florence
himself.
in the
We
there
have a
in
Florence
Ebonyi.
there
We
in
have
Ebonyi.
our brother
We have our brother
who's also in
But
Ebonyi.
I'm asked. I have checked the list of participants. They are not in the meeting.
No.
How would they be
You
leading us
just
while
join
they are
Ebonyi.
absent from the meeting?
You cannot come late to the meeting and
They've actually spoken during this meeting.
hold on. I think this thing is sorry, this thing is echoing. You can come late to the meeting and query why they are not here. Ndidi Florence is here. She is in the comment section. And the other Ego also spoke here before when he gave reports as to how they met the former governor of Ebonyi State, Sam Egu, and the conversations they had with him. So it would be unfair to say that no one is in Ebonyi. But what I would ask you, please, my dear sister, go back to that forum, just make a comment. Those in charge of Ebonyi State will respond to you. Thank you. Now, no amount is too small. I hear that somebody paid 10,000, but I can only, George Ego is also made a comment before. Mr. Joshua Oguntola paid 10,000. Is it to the account? Because I can't see anything. They don't send a lot.
The receipt shows that it went to the account, the GOVINDEX account.
Oh, okay. Okay, George. Make we clap and clap and clap and clap and clap and at all. At least he broke the jinx. So online, we're on a day now. Make a call on a name. We need more. Laddie is clapping, everybody's clapping, people are happy. Thank you, guys. He said create state forum so people can join. These things have been done long time ago. Okay. And I've asked Dr. Ben to update that so that Enugu was reset doesn't mean that the state forum does not. I'm looking at Enugu here, right? Enugu is there. Eunice, if you can at least to specify, okay, you can please extract the joining forum for Enugu and post it in the comment section. Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a wonderful opportunity to hang out with all of us and to show to the world what we are doing by and on our own, right? We do not have access to state resources. We do not engage in questionable businesses. We do not engage in things that warrant the state to come after us to a point where we now yield our rights to question certain things because our boxers are down. Here we are, free Nigerians who believe that a new Nigeria is possible in our lifetime. And in doing that, we have resolved as collective to say that on the 28th of March 2026, across the nations, across the state capitals, including the Federal Capital Territory in Nigeria, Nigerians will be marching the streets to make one demand on that day. It's going to be an interesting day. If you think we have seen anything closer to this before, Nigerians and the political class will see that there are still Nigerians who are willing, without being given a dime, but are contributing their own resources to come out and make a demand. On behalf of Njenje Media crew, on behalf of Njenje Media TV, Njenje Media news, I say to us, thank you very much for joining us. And on behalf of the Village Boys movement, I say thank you to us. I would have probably brought 2 hats, because this evening I have 2 hats on my head. One is virtual and one is real. The physical one is what you're seeing. But again, on the description of this video, if any of you ever watches this video to this point, I will say one thing. Please look at the description. You will see the account that we are using to solicit funds for us to execute this. So if you're able to do that, we would appreciate that. On this note, I made a support of 20,000. Akpabio. Woo! So another money. Now, towards the end, money is now coming in. Akpabio said he made, Julius Akpabio, thank God your name doesn't start with G, but it's J, you know? So Julius and not the other one. That is rubber stamping. At least you have redeemed part of that place. If not, whenever I see Akpabio, I would think they are all rubber stamping. But now you've shown you are a real man. You don't rubber stamp. You Hamanak. Okay, on that note, I say good night, everyone.